Hello everybody, I am Moldy West, and this is Everwind, once again. In the last episode, I slapped a bunch of more engines on the ship to make it go faster. Also, we picked up a copper sword, and... well... now we're just... flying around, looking for stuff that we haven't already done. Well, that's basically how this game be all the time. We're always looking for new things to do. And now while you just fly around on autopilot, I'm gonna step below deck if I could get down the ladder. Ladder down, please. Hope I don't crash into anything. Yeah, we could upgrade the size of the ship. Max speed's gonna need some coal and blaze crystal dust. That needs some... the altitude needs iron, more crystals and skulls. So yeah, I'm a-thinking we'll get ourselves more space to work with. You are gonna start sitting there and doing nothing while I go looking for more copper to go digging up, because we need some copper ingots if we're gonna be upgrading the ship size. Now I just need to find an island we haven't explored yet that's big enough to actually hold things. Like that island over there, or maybe that one over there. But I'm thinking that one. We'll drop down some and touch down on this island over here, and there's bound to be some copper on that, and maybe it's just the way I'm looking at this, the angle we're seeing things from, but it looks like I can probably just jump from this island I'm going for onto that one down there. Of course, I'd probably explode my entire skeleton trying to do that, but hey, if I die doing it that way, there's no chance of my skeleton rising from the dead and trying to kill people again. Broken bones don't get up and walk around on their own. Now, let's see. Where do we want to go parking this thing? This seems like a good enough spot right here. A nice little clearing. Alright, come on down, ship boy. We done got where we needed to be. Touch your ass to the ground, son. Damn it, that tree's stopping us from reaching the ground. Alright, back it up. Yep, just gouge a hole in the side of the ship, it's fine. We don't need to keep water out, this is an airship. In fact, less wood on there that would just make the ship lighter and easier to fly. Okay. That is a force crystal, isn't it? A crystal of force vein. Never have I seen one just stuck in the ground like this before, waiting to be mined. Alright. Now if we could find a blaze crystal wedged in the ground like that, we might be able to dig some blaze crystal dust up, and that could go toward upgrading the maximum speed of the ship. Not that we actually need any more max speed going on. Whole ass dungeon here, hole that I just fell into because I wasn't paying attention to where I was putting my damn feet. And how am I doing on food? I got some food. Some of it is pretty good, though. And I'll just top this up. Do I have meat just sitting in my cooking station? Because I only got 3 slices of roasted meat left right now. Well, we do have crispy meat strips made, sitting in there. That's good. Swamp decoction. That good for healing, but we can only make 1. And I want to have more than just 1. So let's get that meat going. There we go. That'll replace the meat that I'm eating right this second. All of my broken bones will be less broken when there is meat in me. Such is the rule of science. Science dictates eating meat makes your bones heal and your wounds close. And you ain't gonna question science, now are ya? The science of meat is truly amazing. And anyone else who says otherwise, they are wrong and they will be burned at the stake for saying such things. We don't deal with that kind of heresy around these parts. No, sir. No, we don't, sir. And I just now remembering the whole reason we landed was to look for copper. But who's to say we won't find any copper down in the depths of this dungeon here? Oh, you dropped some copper gloves. But I've got bronze. I got bronze gloves. I don't need your silly ass copper gloves. Oop, that guy over there noticed me. Alright, he's a shooty magoot. And I'm aggroing a lot of dudes just chasing after this one guy. Alright, we got him. Alright, did what we needed to do. Backing away now. Let's just funnel everybody into one tight little space that I can smack everybody all at once and not deal with all of your shit together. Okay, I'm dealing with your shit all together. Crispy meat strips, yum, yum, yum. And that's in your shoulder. I'm in a hole. The goddamn poor craftsmanship of this island has me falling in holes left and right. Oh god, they found me. They found me. And now you, daggers. Okay, we got this all straightened out. And now, die now, please. Okay, we got it. We done did what needed a doing. And nobody's trying to kill me anymore. At this exact moment, anyway. Nobody gonna kill me at this exact moment. You, on the other hand, I'm going to kill you. Because I already slaughtered all of your friends. Now, take that, you stupid big dumb skeleton man. Tiny chest? Ooh, bronze cleaver recipe. Don't mind if I learn how to make that. I'm not going to make it. I just want to know how to make it. It's the knowledge that I want, not the thing that I know how to make now. And electric mage robe? Nah, don't need that. We'll take the ropes. Never know when you're gonna need to tie a noose and hang somebody. I'm pretty damn sure I made that joke already in this series. There's no way I haven't. I have a tendency of repeating myself. And everybody knows it. It's just that my brain only works in the same handful of ways that I've always known. And there's a couple more recipes. Bellflower bite infusion, wooden bench. Never know when you're gonna need a bench. Also never know when you're gonna have to bust ass on some mortivar that comes crawling out of some dingy hole in the wall. Ain't that right? That's why I busted all over yo ass. I will take that lantern. I want it. Well, I don't really want it, I just want you to not have it. These are important details. Don't need that glove, though. Got better gloves, and that shit just taking up space in my inventory. And, yeah, fix that pig axe up some. And get that shield up. That shield was a little damaged. Makes sense for the shield to be damaged. Holding it out there in front of me, smacking all kinds of blades away and shit. And now, we creep along carefully. Don't know who's waiting for us in the darkness of the dungeon. Nobody around that corner. There's a guy right there. Nobody down them stairs. Okay, two guys. This brawler here. Wonk! Right over your head. He never seen it coming. And he got his ass parried. He's dead. you're gonna dead next too, son. Everybody gets to dead. I've already deaded at some point in this series. I know for a fact I have been killed. I think. Probably. It wouldn't surprise me. I do have a tendency of wandering into dangerous situations where lots of skeletons armed to the teeth come crawling out of everywhere, looking to shove pointy things into sensitive parts of my body. And you ain't got nothing of value in ya. What a worthless chest you turned out to be. Of course, I could take you and store things in you, but I've already got enough chests on my own boat as it is. Don't need no more. Big door. Oh, he saw me. They both saw me. That may become a problem. Just a second now, son. I'ma smack this guy up some. There you go. Mr. Big Hammer Man, just keep that hammer to yourself for a second. I gotta kill your friend. Yes, your friend is dead. I eat the meats. All of the meat belongs to me. And, oh, he got the hops. He saw us trying to parry. He said, nope. And he went for a big ol' swang. A big jumpy swang. And dead. That's what you get for swinging hammers at me. Always ask permission before you swing a hammer at somebody. I just found me a levitation potion, apparently. Alright then. And I do have a Healy potion in me. But I already ate my crispy meat strips. We'll just hold off on drinky juice before meat wears off. Damn. Just right there in your face. And, okay, those parries could have gone better. Now just eat all of my ass. Okay. We did find a couple of copper ingots in here already. I don't remember having them in my pocket before we came here. Of course I might have and just wasn't paying a lot of attention when I first jumped off my damn ship, but anything is possible if you put your mind to it, including finding pre-smelted copper ingots on some random guy you killed. Never know what dudes got in their pockets until you kill them and take their stuff for your own. And arrow in your head. And I got another arrow in your chest and head right there. Between the eyes. All them arrows are just piling up in your empty eye sockets. So they ain't so empty no more, them sockets be. They're all full of arrows. And now, your ass is going to be turned into what is known as grass because you're fucking dirt. And I got one of my arrows back out of him. Nice. I guess he kinda ate the other ones. Slurped them down into his skeleton stomach to be digested by his skeleton stomach acid, which is definitely a normal thing that happens. The undead can digest things too. It's just that they have trouble pooping. It's why they're so angry all the time. They shamble around to try to eat some more, only to get even more plugged up, 'cause they don't know no better. All they know is food and then anger from lack of dumping. That's just science. And you can't question science. Fire resistance potion, diligence potion. I'ma drink that heal potion. Yum yum in my tum-tum. And that's a couple of lockpicks, and that's another guy that wants us dead. And so he get him ass whooped. Maybe you shouldn't be trying to step to me like that, honey. And I'm not seeing a lot of lootable containers in this room. And I will hold on to that levitation potion, but I will drink this diligence potion right now because I don't see myself ever using that, and I just want to get rid of it. I don't want it taking up any space in my pockets, in my chests on my ship. It just goes in my belly. That's where it belongs, and that's another goddamn leather gloves. Why do they keep having shittier gloves than the gloves I already wear? They expect me to trade down like that? Oh boy, that's a lot of dudes. And damn, I missed. Thought I was gonna get him in the face, but the other guys noticed the sound of that arrow on the wall over there. They're like, ooh, what's that? And then they don't notice their friend in here on his own, getting his ass whooped. Oh, I've been spotted. There you go, that one's in your face. Right there in the top of your head, right above the eyebrow. That is a fine place to go sinking an arrow. And sounds like one of the others in there might have seen me. Yep, he sees me alright. Can I hit him without hitting somebody else? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. No, I can't. I missed. There we go, we got him. We're getting him. Those other guys are keeping him all pinned up in the corner. He's like, hey, Frank, what's going on there? You getting shot with arrows? Where are the arrows coming from? There's nobody around here shooting arrows. Yes, there is. There's a guy down the hall shooting me in the face. I fucking see him. I think you might have been smoking a little too much of that bone dust, Frank. He's doing weird things to your undead mind. No, I'm not. Frank died. He must have been smoking some bad bone dust. Well, that's what happens when you're on the drugs. The government's only looking out for your well-being when they outlaw that shit, and this is exactly why. Never mind all the arrows that pierced his skull. And you, sir, you're about to see exactly what Frank was so worried about. And there's another guy over there. Anyway, bonk. Yep, dude over there in the back just happened to turn around. He noticed what was going on, but it wasn't fast enough for him to save you. Put that big old copper wonker away. You ain't wonking my ass with that thing. No, sir. It's your ass that gets wonked. 'Cause I chop your ass into pieces and turn you into some friggin' mulch or something. Anyway, give me some of those free heals. Yeah. And now we got ourselves a level. And what do I want? Agile parrying would be nice. However, advanced weapons, even nicer. We'll be coming across weapons that we need more skill in order to use, and I want to be ready for them. I don't want to have them sitting around collecting dust whilst I wait for another level to come and enable me to use the damn thing, and there's another goddamn pair of copper gloves. All this shit. I guess I'm just a little too low in the sky to be encountering pre-made bronze material, weapon, armor equipments. Because all I'm finding at this altitude would be copper and leather. But at least we ain't finding no shitty little wooden equipment. So that is progress. And I mean, the Mortivar down here are armed with copper weapons, so that is a step in the right direction. I just haven't been able to find any islands at our max altitude yet. I be finding islands that are above and below, but not right there where I need them to be. And that's what's making me smell like a monkey. My bow needed some repairs. Alright, is there any more stairs in this place that leads down? 'Cause I think I've thoroughly explored this floor. If there was stairs leading down, I might have seen them. Or maybe I didn't. Who knows? I certainly don't. I are the stupid. Well, guess we're done with that dungeon. Nothing else in there. But there's gotta be more on this island. It's never just one thing, unless it's a small island. And this one ain't all that small. I mean, you got a couple things over that way, but I don't think they're on this island. That definitely is on this island, because it's less than 100 meters away. 100 meters usually indicates different island. Yeah, this is some kind of ruins of some sort. Anyone around here looking to get their asses ruined? You are, that's for damn sure. Now block your ass, beat that ass, and turn that ass into a corpse. And you dropped a shitty little plank shield. Was he using a plank shield, or... I thought I seen him using a copper shield. I didn't really have much time to look at his shield while I was in the process of beating the ever-loving dog shit out of his ass with a tennis racket. 'Cause in the heat of battle, small details like that tend to fly under the radar. There's bigger things to worry about, much bigger things. Poison arrow? Nah, I will take these copper arrows and those toxic sac arrows. It's just, that only poisons a guy when you hit him directly, and the toxic sac arrow explodes and poisons everyone around the impact point. That's just how the arrows work. Oh, and there's another lantern here. Mine! They got all kinds of lanterns just sitting around waiting to be taken. Nah. And that looks like the dungeon we were in. Oh, hello. How are you alive? I thought I killed everybody in this place. Or maybe it's just a different part of the dungeon that I somehow missed. Or maybe it's a different dungeon entirely. There ain't usually double dungeons on one island. My sword needs some repairs. There's an anvil right there that I can definitely do that with. Bonk! Alright. Sword, yes. We good? Everybody dead? Got something in this drawer here. That. Scrolls, nah. They're unreadable. I don't even like regular reading. Even less so when I can't read them. There we go. Fire resistance. Not like anyone's using fire, but who cares? You can't burn me now, son! You just gonna sit there blocking everything, or you gonna fight back? You probably just gonna be a big old blocky boy. Well, take that. I broke through all your guard. And now, he's done. And you're about to be done. So super done you are. It's what you get for being a bitch. And that's a book. Who needs books? When did I pick up a copper shield? I don't need that. I got a bronze shield. Copper helmet? Fuck that. Wait, hang on. Retract that fuck. That helmet is +1. This one is not. Okay, I will take the one that I was about to get rid of and get rid of the one that I was going to keep. Oh, that is a rat. Yeah. Is this actually a second dungeon on the island? Or just part of the first one that I missed? Because I definitely would have remembered this room. I definitely would have grabbed that glowing dust. You've got a leather chest plate on ya, which ain't as protecty as my copper chest plate. So yeah, give me all of your money, all your stuff, all of your things. It belongs to me. And chest. Maybe I looted this chest already, because I distinctly remember there being copper gloves in a chest followed by blocks and a copper axe. I ain't, certain. And if I did already be in this place, I definitely would have looted the other things that I hadn't already looted. You're a statue. Nobody cares, though. Nobody's reading statues anymore. Ice resistance? We checked that already. I remember that potion. I chose not to take it. This guy... Yeah, and this loot seems familiar. I think that's just a room in the dungeon that I didn't bother poking my stupid little ass into. Alright. So yeah, we are done with this dungeon now. Done with it forever! And now, we get the fuck up on off of this island and look for other places. Preferably with copper that I can take, because I do want to give myself more ship building space to work with. We can make the ship longer. We could build a big old cabin on the back of it, make it look like a proper ship. But we need more space. More space is needed in order to do that. Can I reach that island up there, or is that too high for me? Yep, it's too high. I needs to find a sizable island to explore around or at this exact altitude, because that is where we'd start finding some real good shit. But I guess we could check this island down here. I mean, it's got some stuff on it. I see what looks like a destroyed house down there. And where there's a destroyed house, there's stuff worth taking. Things left behind by the former residents that are no longer alive. And if they are alive and try to stop me from taking stuff, well, I can just say, I found it first, and then stick a sword in their gut and take it for myself anyway. 'Cause sometimes that works. Sometimes it do. And sometimes I just need some fucking copper that I keep forgetting to look for. Now let's smash ourselves into a tree before we go readjusting ourselves for a proper parking. And here. Yeah, that's good. We can park ourselves right here between all the trees. There we go. Excellent parking place. Now, where was that house that I seen? I see a lantern. Oh, and that reminds me. I want to stick one of those lanterns that I took on the front of my ship just below the end I dropped my sword. Pressing all the wrong goddamn buttons. But of course that's normal. And right there. Good. Lantern on the tip of the ship. And yeah, already got a couple lanterns down in here, but we could use some more light. Light is nice. Light look good when that light right here. I know there's house around here. There's a guy. And he ain't a nice guy either. He's one of those bone boys. And this bone boy about to get boned real good. Right there at the bone hole. There you go, stupid. Yeah. You like that boning I gave you? And I'll be taking all of your food and stuff too. I mean, you don't need it. You're a skeleton, bronze longsword, and bronze boot recipe. Hell yeah. Now, I'm tempted to make that bronze longsword and use it. But then I won't be able to use my shield because that's a two-handy weapon. Because long swords, historically, are usually a little too difficult to wield with one hand. You gotta have both hands for proper leverage to swing it nice and sword-like, and it's just how swords is used in Smithy Boy. Why am I still carrying that goddamn plank shield? I gotta get rid of that thing. Yeah, two-handy. That needs bronze, of course. Bronze hatchet? Cleaver? Maybe I would make a bronze hatchet. But the armor comes first. Bronze boots. Sand strider boots. That requires iron. Right. Of course, I should probably smelt some damn bronze ingots. I only have enough stuff to make 4, which is all the more reason to go digging up some goddamn copper, which is the whole reason I came to this island, and I keep forgetting because Fuck my stupid ass brain. Also, there was a house here. I keep forgetting about the damn house. I want to go loot the house. That's interesting over there, but it's not the house. Must remain focused. Must loot broken down house. Must find house that I forget where it is. There's also something interesting over there, but that's not a house. Hey, there's the house. Good. Finally, we loot the remains of this busted out house right after I murder the dog shit out of these guys. Now you quit resisting. I'm not. This ain't even your stuff. You took it from somebody else. I'm taking it from you. And dead. Okay. Now what's in the house? You got a bedroll here. The shitty little tables. A vase. With dirt in it. Who puts dirt in a vase? You weird dirt putting in a vase guy who puts dirt in a vase. Really? That's all? What a letdown this house turned out to be. You don't even have any secret passages under your floor or anything that I can see immediately, which then would make them look less secret, and that would defeat the whole purpose of secret passages, is not having them secret, but, well, what the fuck ever. I'm all out of time for this episode. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Bye.